Dave, go. I know. I was going to actually segue right to you. Actually, go ahead.
This leads into my 2018 predictions article, which just went live on Bacon.com this morning, actually. So you should definitely go read it. It's amazing.
Just saying, he's so humble too, by the way.
This took me a couple of weeks to write. It's a 3,800 word opus to pulling things out of my butt. So, because I don't have any sources, I just have what my guts are telling me. My guts had tacos tonight, so they're telling me a lot of different conflicting messages.
Mostly we
I
gotta
think
get
that
out.
actually should have been a George W. Bush thing. They're telling me a lot of conflicting messages.
Terrorists.
I think there's terrorist banditos in my belly.
What about Katrina? We'll get her and we'll lock her up. What?
We're gonna get Katrina.
Let's fly over.
We're gonna get her.
Make sure it's all gone.
We're gonna get her.
And you know what? You know what? Here's the thing, though. Those were the quaint times. Things were so simpler back then.
So much simpler.
That was either George W. Bush or Jim Ross. I couldn't tell.
Anyway, let's get back to
by God, I killed a man.
We're gonna get her, and it's gonna be a slobber knocker.
By God.
By God.
All right, Dave.
You killed her.
Anywho. So getting back to predictions article. So the rumor, one of the rumors that came out late last year was that Nintendo was working with Namco Bandai on the development of Metroid Prime 4, which is quite puzzling because Namco Bandai doesn't really have any teams that are devoted to shooters, nor do they have any teams that are devoted to platformers. And that's kind of the stylistic genres that are mixed up and heavily involved with Namco Bandai, like Monolith Soft, who has developed the Xenoblade series on the Wii, Wii U, and just recently on the Nintendo Switch. They have a close working relationship because they get published by Namco Bandai, and they also have a close working relationship with Nintendo. They actually lent some development help to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, helping develop the huge open world. It was actually Monolith Software that inspired the idea of giving the world a more vertical orientation, and that's why Link climbs all over the goddamn place.
Unless it rains, then you're just screwed.
Yeah, unless it rains.
Right.
Unless it rains. Anywho, so it could be Monolith Soft, but they've been working on Xenoblade. They just released it, so I don't know if that development house would have had time to work on Metroid Prime 4. The other one, and this is the long shot, but you never know. You never know. The other one could be From Software.
Aha!
Now, this is an independent developer, but they still get published by Namco Bandai. But
for people to know, this is the Dark Souls people.
These are the Dark Souls people.
And the underrated 3D Dot Game Heroes.
That's right. So we haven't really heard. They released a little teaser during the Video Game Awards, but there hasn't really been any word on what it is that they were teasing or what they could be developing. So the sky's really open for From Software. And Nintendo is ballsy enough this generation where they may have just gone out and said, hey, you guys, you're the ones.
And From has said they don't want to do another Dark Souls game. So I could see them kind of branching out into a different genre of, hey, let's maybe make a shooter, adventure, RPG style game.
Yep.
Right.
So if this Namco Bandai rumor turns out to be true, then I'm going to go ahead and say that it's From Software that's developing Metroid Prime 4. And if that's the case, the internet will explode.
And that's the case, we just got way more interested in this game.
Yeah. I mean, I was already there, but...
Sure, but now just see what the hell it is. And like, see, is this more of a Dark Souls-like game, or will this be a more fast-paced shooter, the way that Metroid Prime has always been? So, it'll be interesting to see. Now, will this direct focus on here's the main game and then other stuff, or will this be kind of a here's what's coming in 2018?
for this. Go ahead, Justin. I've talked enough.
No, Dave. I like listening to you talk.
Unless you buffer.
No, I personally think it's going to be more of a grab bag, not necessarily just focused on one game. Unless it's a heavy hitter. I think the only way it does it is if it's Metroid or it's Smash Bros. But I don't think they would just drop Smash Bros on us in 24 hours notice. But again, Nintendo's ballsy enough.
Yeah.
So
but there'd be some build-up, though, right?
I would think, yes. So I think this is more of a, okay, hey, last year the Switch was dropped in March. We had this game, and this game before E3, and then E3 happened, and we let you know what we're doing for the rest of the year. I think it's more of a, this is what we're going to do for the rest of the beginning of 2018. Here's what you can expect, and kind of go home with it from there.
I agree with you, Justin. I think when this Nintendo Direct happens, it's just going to focus on the first half. We may see, one long-term title like Metroid Prime 4 that's just a tease.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's mainly going to be focused. But I think that I don't rule out that Smash could be part of it.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind that at all. I think I just think that if they're gonna do Smash, I feel like there would be some sort of something because it's such a big thing, but maybe not. Maybe they like you were saying, Dave, they're ballsy enough.
They just spring it on you.
Oh, Jeff.
Okay. Thank you. How they would do Smash is at the very end of the Direct trailer, they show the logo, the little cross logo,
New
and then that's it.
Incoming.
And that's it. They just go.
Yep. And
flash on screen, and then.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So here's a question: when Smash occurs, will it be a brand new Smash or will it be a Wii U port?
Updated.
What do we want? I want a new one because, boy, watching Smash 4 live was just painful.
It's a fun game to play with people, but yeah, it is a tedious game.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
But if they do a new one, it's not this year. Guaranteed, it won't come out. It will not come out this year if it's a new Smash game.
Oh wow, I don't know about that.
I think it's going to be like Mario Kart 8, like Smash for Switch, Smash 4 or whatever
Smash
it's called.
Deluxe.
Like Deluxe.
Can't call it Smash for Wii U Switch.
Right. I think it's just like a deluxe port. I don't think we get a new one yet.
I hate that name you did on that. I hate the fact they called it for Nintendo 3DS and Smash for Wii U.
Right.
Now they're just
screwed. Now they could just call it Smash for the Switch Deluxe.
And then it confuses gamers. Is this a new one? Is this just old shit? What the hell is this?
I think it's a port, but with new stuff. It's just like Mario Kart 8, except for I think they add ice climbers into it, or they add
Ken. Now we have Ryu and Ken.
I think, sure. and I'm going to direct people over to my article to read about my thoughts on Smash. But
it is a good read.
I think there's going to be a special mode within Smash Brothers. That's all I'm going to say. You got to read the article over at nerdbacon.com to see what it is I might be talking about.
Yeah. I read it this morning. It's a very good read. And Dave's right that what he's talking about, it's worth the read.
Dave's gonna give a cliffhanger.
Yes. So we've talked about one of my predictions, which is From Software, working on Metroid Prime 4. So what do you guys, what predictions do you gentlemen have? We should do like a round table of predictions. Maybe come out with 3 to 5 predictions for 2018. What's up, Ben Kenobi 83? We're talking predictions for 2018. You're just in time for the good stuff.
I'll have one.
All right, Jeff.
Capcom will resurrect a franchise for either an HD remake or a new one, and I'm going to go with Darkstalkers. I think we're going to see something Darkstalkers related in 2018, whether it's an HD remake or a whole new entry, remains to be seen, but the fighting genre has picked up so much, and we're getting a new Soul Calibur this year. Why would we not want to see? Why would we not see
the second part of the game that we're going to play is after somebody lays a prediction down, where the two who are on the sidelines would give a thumbs up, yes, this is going to happen, or a thumbs down, you're full of beans. So, with that being said, Jeff says new Darkstalkers announced in 2018. Justin, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I say thumbs down.
Ooh. Jeff,
my soul.
I say you read my article, you bastard. Because, yes, Darkstalkers is going to happen. Absolutely, positively.
I didn't even read the article. I'm just that smart. And
you
Dave
are
and I
that
the
smart. Great
wavelength.
minds think alike, and so do ours.
Yep. Also, we do too. All right, Justin, hit us.
Okay. So the only thing that after I came away from Dave's article, I was like, oh man, he really didn't talk a whole lot about Xbox. So
man, this guy sucks.
Let me give you an Xbox prediction here. Xbox comes out and announces multiple first-party games at E3, including a new MechWarrior game.
Ooh.
Wow.
I think a new MechWarrior game, as well as a new Halo game, but and this is kind of like prediction, sub-prediction. It's not Halo 6. It's a spin-off like ODST.
Since there are parts to your prediction, I'm going to say yes to the multiple first-party games. Yes.
MechWarrior, a new Fable. I would see a new Fable. Age of Empires.
Fable, no, because
your multiple first-party games are going to be OG Xbox compatible games for backwards compatibility.
I think you'll see those too.
Yep, but I think you're right as far as the multiple first-party games.
Actually, speaking of Fable, an interesting rumor came out stating that the Forza Horizon developers are working on the next Fable.
Fable Racing? What the hell?
No, just they're working on Fable. They're based in the UK.
Right.
They build open world games, so they might get a stab at it. I don't know if that's true or not. We'll see. But as for Justin's prediction of multiple first party games, I'm gonna say yes. I hope so. As for MechWarrior, God, I really want MechWarrior to happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no to MechWarrior though. No.
I will say you will see Halo 6. I think if they go Halo, it will be Halo 6.
All right.
I am okay with that. We will,
unless we do Halo Battle Royale. I don't know.
343 actually on their blog just today alluded to not seeing Halo 6 this year.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, just this morning.
So I could see them doing, and I mean, there has been some small rumors saying that like Halo 6, when it does come, will have a high player count, alluding to some sort of maybe Battle Royale style. I don't disagree with that. Why? I mean, it should. Might as well just give every first-person shooter and third-person shooter that. Might as well at this point.
Paladins is getting a Battle Royale mode.
Yeah, that's true. Paladins is getting a Battle Royale mode.
They're calling it Battle Royale.
Yeah.
No, they're calling it Battlegrounds. They're calling it Paladins Battlegrounds.
But yeah, I think if we see a new a Halo update, I just don't think it's Halo 6 this year.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think they're going to kind of spin us. Well, so something like maybe like an ODST spinoff. If we do see anything Halo, it'll be something kind of like a spin, maybe venturing off into like a side thing. Maybe it features Chief, maybe it doesn't feature Chief. I am not really sure. I know the big thing is that I think everything that 343 did right, the biggest thing they did wrong was that people felt like they wanted more Master Chief and less Locke.
Yes.
So I think if they do anything, it's going to have Chief, whether it be like this happened between this game and this game kind of thing, like ODST kind of thing. I mean, I'm not really sure, but I don't think it's Halo 6 quite yet.
I mean, I liked the when talking about Guardians, I liked the juxtaposition between. I thought it was too heavy on Locke, but I like the idea of Master Chief is kind of this renegade. It's kind of a cool idea.
So we've each had one prediction. Let's go with my prediction number 2. I'm going to stay with the Xbox theme, and I'm going to stay with the theme of first-party games getting announced. And I'm even going to stay with fighting games getting announced.
Ooh.
Oh, I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going.
That's right, I do.
This is the year. It's time. It's been the shining crown jewel in the Microsoft crown this generation. It's been the only game that's really been working for Microsoft this generation, besides like the Forza series.
Oh, you mean Killer Instinct?
Killer Instinct. We're getting KI2 announced this year, baby.
Combo breaker.
It's high time. Microsoft has to see, they have to see KI players. They're still maintaining, but KI is getting pushed out of the tournament scene. There's not a lot of attention. They might want to try and grab that loot. Who knows?
Ooh, you have that loot box.
But KI has been a fantastic game. It really is an enjoyable game.
Yes.
And it's been a very well supported game for the past 4 years since it came out now.
Which is plenty long, and Doc Croc did say they just did finish the KI roster.
Yep. So I think this is it. This is the year we get an
like you said, 4 years.
KI2, and I will be so happy. So, gentlemen, do we see KI2 this year? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Jefferoth.
I say, Jeff, you go first.
I will go first. Thumbs up. The more you talk about that, and to me, I cannot believe it's been 4 years already.
I know, right?
Since the Xbox One came out. It came out. My controller says day 1, 2013. I can't believe it's been 2013. And yes, this was a launch game that absolutely worked. It featured at Evo several times, and Microsoft would be dumb to not get on their exclusive fighting game kick. And so yes, I can see KI2 coming out, or get announced anyway.
Okay, well then I am going to also give you a thumbs up because I think it's time. It's been 4 years, like you said. It's dropping out of the fight scene a little bit. They just finished the roster, and I just got a fight stick, so why wouldn't they bring a badass new fighting game to the Xbox? So
that's right. But you got a PS4 fight stick, so
exactly, that's my point.
Yeah, you'll have to get a Cronus Max, or you'll have to get an Xbox One fight stick. I wish that they would. Okay. God, it's always bugged me that they didn't do, like, a lot of the fighting games for PlayStation 4 did legacy support for PlayStation 3 fight sticks.
Yep.
Right. Come on, Microsoft, throw us a bone.
Yeah, I agree.
The only thing that I could think of for them not doing legacy Xbox 360 fight stick support was, hey, Killer Instinct is the only fighting game, and this is the only opportunity for these companies to make money off of us.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, whose turn for another prediction? I think it's Jefferoth.
I'll take it.
Right.
The success or failure of Anthem will dictate whether BioWare lives or dies. Anthem fails, BioWare goes under and gets shut down. If Anthem succeeds, BioWare lives to see another game. But this is a make or break game for BioWare. They will live and die based on Anthem's first month of either success or failure. Thank you for the new follow, by the way. I saw that.
Yes.
There you go. Anthem will dictate whether BioWare lives or dies.
That new follow, by the way, before Justin responds, that new follow was Nozokumi. Nozokumi, thank you very much for the follow. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties. That's that's my internet provider, Mediacom. So tweet them and thank them for their great service. But thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it. There's a lot of great content here. These guys stream on the Nerd Bacon channel, and then we also host their individual channels as well. So you've made a wise choice. Anyway,
made a wise choice. Yeah, thank you for the follow.
All right, Justin. Anthem. Does this determine BioWare's fate? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I say 100% thumbs up. It doesn't even. I mean, this is a no-brainer. This is like, if there was ever a prediction that Jeff could have been like, I'm just going to shoe it in a little bit, that was the one. No, it does, because I mean, look at the success of the last game that we will not mention the name. And look at how terrible that was received. they brought back a couple names from the older Mass Effect trilogy, and I think that it's just a matter of time before we see more about this game. It's just that if it doesn't succeed, I mean, what else do they have? I mean, Dragon Age, but is that really gonna be big enough for EA?
No.
You know what I mean? So I agree. Thumbs up, 100%.
Yep, and I am totally with you. In fact, that was in my article. That was if Anthem fails, and I think it's going to be a 2019 title at this point. But if Anthem fails, yeah, that's it for BioWare. They're done.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's not entirely BioWare's fault. That's just the curse of when you sell yourself out to EA. That's just it.
And something where you make something as amazing as Mass Effect 2, and that entire trilogy putting you on a bar so high that nothing you could do could put you to that level again, and everything that you do will be judged based on that game and that experience. And if you deliver something that's not even close to that, you are considered complete crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation. It's sad, but at the same time, considering how badly they messed up Mass Effect Andromeda, you kind of want to stick it to them. But
it's not even that bad of. It's not even like the worst game ever. It's just on the scale of Mass Effect and BioWare, it is terrible.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. It's and I read it. It was either I read or listened to something, and I can't remember who exactly it was, but they said it was just perfectly put out there. It's not that Mass Effect Andromeda it was terrible. It was that Mass Effect Andromeda was not up to the standards of the first three.
Right.
And they had such high expectations, and it failed that expectations, because it's not like it's unplayable or that it's absolute garbage dog meat. It's just not what I mean.
Right. When you have the name Mass Effect on it, you have a certain expectation, and this game did not even come close to it.
Right. Anyway, let's move on. Justin, it's time for your prediction number 2.
Okay, so my prediction number 2, I'm gonna kind of whip up the old PlayStation 4 predictions, but I'm going to go more with just Sony in general. Sony will announce by E3, probably at E3, they are going to finally allow PSN name changes.
Ooh, doggy.
In 2018. It's not a huge, like, oh my God, it's going to end the world and shut the internet down, but it's a long time coming. They've kind of alluded to it a little bit, and it's the only main console or main of the big three that doesn't allow you to do something of that name change, because obviously Nintendo kind of doesn't sort of count because they have the name code or the code thing anyway. But to it, I think it's time. They know it's time. It's just fan service at this point. Just let us have it. So they will by the end of 2018 allow us to change our names.
I'm gonna say, just for contrarian purposes, because it seems like such a reasonable request, but this is Sony we're talking about. They're like, hey, we got 70 million PlayStation 4s out in the wild. Who gives a damn? I'm going to say thumbs down. Just as much as we want it, and as much as I think that they could do it at any point, I don't think it's a high priority for them at this point.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say, Justin, I'm going to even narrow it down. Thumbs up. It will be announced at E3, and it will cost you $10 to do it.
Whoa!
So same as Microsoft, essentially.
Right.
Do you think they let everybody do it once for free because it's been so long?
Nope.
And then, okay.
Because they can make money off this.
I'd be okay with that. I mean, that's literally the last one I personally need to like have everything under one umbrella. But I know other people have talked about it, because when your name's like, random title with the X in the front and the X behind 69.
Oh yeah, see, I made mine on the PS3, and that was what now 2007. That was a decade ago. Sure. I'm like, I want to change that because it doesn't match the rest of my stuff. But
right.
I can't.
And I don't want to start a new profile.
Right.
So
stupid.
Who is it? Is it me now? All right.
Yes,
it is back to you.
Prediction number 3. Let's go over to the Sony camp.
And this is your second one. This
this
is
is
our
my
round
third.
number
This is
2.
my
It's
third.
three.
Third?
Third. He started it.
He started it.
He started it, damn it.
So my third, and I don't know if I consider this one of my bombshells, but this will be an interesting one. So we saw the revival of Medieval last year.
Sorry.
This year,
We're
we're going to see another Sony franchise revived.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be Legend of Dragoon.
Oh, okay. Okay, you didn't go where I thought you were going to go with this. Be still, my ever-loving beating heart.
Now, we're going to see Legend of Dragoon make a return. It won't be out this year, but it'll be announced this year.
I'll go first. Thumbs down.
I mean,
only just because I don't think there's enough mainstream call for it. Plus, Medieval just got announced at the boring press event.
Not even as a 2019 game. You don't see that happening.
No, I don't.
All right. Level up, Justin. What do you say?
I say thumbs down.
Oh, golly.
Same reasons for Jeff. He just took the words out of my mouth. So,
But granted, Dave is the all-knowing one.
No,
yes.
I'm not really.
Dave has the all-knowing crystal ball.
I just have a big mouth. All right, Jeff Roth, it's time for your prediction number 3.
Number 3, here we go. Sticking with Sony, and perhaps otherwise, it will be announced in 2018. Not going to happen, but it'll be announced that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds will make it to PS4 and Nintendo Switch.
Whoa, that's a big one. That is a
because
big
look,
one.
Man,
I'll say it because Brendan Green himself has come out recently and said he wants this game on every console. The dude who made the game said he wants this to happen. Now, of course, Microsoft owns the rights for a timed contract, but I think by the end of this year it'll be announced PS4 and Switch.
I will be excited about that once they get the frame rate stable on the Xbox One version.
right.
Sure.
But you know what? You're absolutely right. He did say that the goal was to get it on every console. Sony, we know, will want it. I don't know if they're going to be able to get it on the Switch, but you know what?
Nintendo's ballsy.
Anything is. I didn't. Who would have thought Who would have thought after E3 last year, after seeing that Wolfenstein 2 trailer, who would have thought that we would be hearing that Wolfenstein 2 was going to be on the Nintendo Switch by the end of the year? So I'm going to say thumbs up, Jeff Roth. Thumbs up.
Nice.
We will see this
Nice.
happen.
Yes. Also, we'll see the stream happen.
All right. Let me open this door real quick while Justin pontificates.
Because Dave is hot.
Man, I am real between on this one. I do agree that he did obviously come out and say he wanted it on all consoles. There's no secret there. You had me at Sony. Nintendo's ballsy enough to get it, to go.
How cool would that be? How cool? I mean,
PUBG anywhere.
How cool would that be to play PUBG on the Switch?
But here's the thing. Do you really want it on the Switch?
Well, no, but I'm just saying, how cool. I have it on PC. I have it on the Master Race. I mean, but it's cool the idea to have it on the go with you.
If I can cross-play, then I think I would want it on
Right.
the Switch.
Well, you will if they do it. You'll cross-play with Nintendo Switch and Xbox, but you won't be able to do it on PC. Is there a way I can do like a thumb sideways?
I'll allow
Can I do a
it.
thumb sideways?
How about PS4 up or down?
PS4 up, Nintendo Switch
Switch.
down.
Okay.
Do you think it's possible, and this isn't one of my predictions, but do you think it's possible that we could see an announcement of Overwatch on Nintendo Switch?
You know, Blizzard did say something about they were wanting to try it, but I think they had said it was too complicated. Something about putting it on the Switch was too complicated.
I kind of think they're too far along in that game to where they put a whole new console of players in there. They'd be so far behind.
Just make Overwatch free to play. Done. I'm just kidding. They won't do that.
No, they won't do that.
They made StarCraft 2 free to play.
They did. You're right. But that's also an older game.
I'm aware. Overwatch is now, what, 5 years old now?
No, it's Overwatch.
No.
It's only like 2 years old.
15?
No, it's only it's not even 2. It's like 1.5 now.
Why does it feel like it's been around forever?
Was it 15 or 16 it came out?
It's not
16. We had this debate a couple of years ago.
Did we?
Or not a couple of years, a couple shows ago. It just feels like it's been forever.
I feel like it's so ingrained in the gaming world now. It's like, it's been free forever.
All right, that was...
I'll fire up the Google machine here real quick.
While you do that, that was Jeff's third. Justin, what's your third?
Overwatch May 2016.
There you go. All right.
So going on 2 years, yes. My third...
Get a bar reference. So, the bar!
Yeah, bar reference. Yeah. My third prediction will be... This is my layup. I'm changing my tune. I'm changing my tune on one game that I said would never come out in 2018.
Yeah.
Spider-Man comes.
Oh.
He's breaking. He's broken. He's woken now.
I'm broken.
What precipitated this change?
Spider-Man comes in 2018.
I was waiting for 2020.
No,
I think that's Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Right. At this point, or Kingdom Hearts 3 no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, through 2017, I was adamant that it wasn't coming out in 2017, and we continuously got through that. Then I was like, it's not coming out in 2018, and we still never got a release date. Still never got a release date. Still never got a release date. Then early in this first week, we've seen pictures from playtesters saying that they've gone through their second and they're going through their third playthroughs, and it's just so close to being ready.
Yeah,
I think it's got to be it's a summer game. It's before Red Dead, after God of War.
I agree.
It's a summer game.
I'm going to give you a thumbs up, mainly because I wrote about this as well. But yeah, I think it's a June game. I think we're going to see it, or maybe a late May game. We're going to see it maybe a little bit after the Avengers movie comes out, because that's what, April?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think it has any sort of real specific tie-in to anything. You know, like we had talked about like that with the last Spider-Man movie, like maybe it coming out around the same time as that. But yes, I did break on this one, just because at this point there's too much evidence to say otherwise. So it's my layup: Spider-Man summer 2018.
As far as Spider-Man 2018, thumbs up, because we've been saying this for quite some time. You're listening to us finally, thank God. Summer makes sense because of the Avengers. Again, there's no Avengers tie-in, but people will want that because, Spider-Man, Avengers, put those things great.
Right.
So it makes financial sense to do that. So yeah, I think summer's a good call on that, but definitely this year.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they keep that away from Red Dead. That's the big thing.
Well, I don't think Red Dead's going to be out in the spring. I think that's going to be a fall game.
Right. That's why I said they keep this away from Red Dead, put it in the summer slot. There you go.
My life will be over once Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, because my life will be devoted to that game. All
right. Here's the fourth, and this will be our final prediction in the interest of time.
Sure.
Okay.
This will be one of my bombshells that's in the Nerd Bacon article.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to give you one of the bombshells, guys. Let's talk about Retro Studios, gentlemen.
Okay.
You remember Retro Studios? They're the company that came out of nowhere and were handed the reins to a little dormant franchise known as Metroid back in, 2001, 2002? Mm-hmm. And they had this crazy idea back then. And they said, hey, we're going to make this a 3D game. And everyone pissed their pants because they said, no, Metroid only works as a 2D game. But you know what happened? Metroid Prime came out, and by God, it was the finest game of that generation. Not just for the GameCube, of the generation.
Yes.
They went on to produce Metroid Prime 2, and Metroid Prime 3. All fantastic games.
That's correct.
After Metroid Prime 3, Nintendo once again said, Retro, it's time for you to work your magic once again and revive a long-dormant franchise. And so they worked their little wizardry, and they revived a franchise that we know as Donkey Kong Country. And they produced the fantastic Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii, and then they followed that up with what I've heard, and I've never played it even though I own it, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on the Wii
Oh, it's
U.
fantastic.
I've heard
Yeah,
it's
it's
great. I need to pop it in and play it.
Yeah,
I've heard it's
very
great,
good.
though.
I think I have. Hang on. I think I have Donkey Kong 3D. Still.
So,
Go
since 2002, this is what? 16 years of retro history. They've revived 2 franchises. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze came out in what, 2012? I think somewhere around there. 2012, 2013. I think 2012. So it's been, this will be year 4 since we've seen, no, this is year 6.
You said Tropical Freeze?
Yeah, Tropical Freeze. When did it come out?
Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
I'm giving a long
I believe, I want to say it was 14, but I could be wrong on this. 2014.
Oh, okay. All right. So 2014. So this will mark the 4th year since we've heard a peep out of Retro Studios. Now, gentlemen, 4 years is a long time to spend developing a game. They could be working on another Donkey Kong Country game, but I think 4 years is a long time to devote to another Donkey Kong game. We know for a fact that they're not working on the next Metroid Prime game. Nintendo has said it's just a young, up-and-coming developer. If it was retro, they would have just flat out said it's retro. They wouldn't have been so coy about it.
Oh, that's true.
So, the question is, what is Retro working on? Since we know it's not the 2 established franchises that they've worked on in the past, we can rule those out. So we have to look at something new. Either they're
What are they working on, Dave?
They're developing either a new IP, which I highly doubt, because that's not what Retro was formed to do. Retro is formed, if you look at their history, Retro is formed to revive dormant franchises. So what long dormant franchise is Retro Studios working on? Could it
Ooh,
be?
I think I know your answer.
Do you think you know my answer?
I think I know what it's going to be.
That's all right. Hang on just a second.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh boy, this is
Oh my
gonna,
God.
when this gets announced, and I don't know, I feel it. My nipples get hard because I feel that I'm right on this one. It could be Pilot Wings, but I doubt it's Pilot Wings.
Hang on.
Yep.
You're buffering for a second.
Yep.
We don't want to lose this moment.
Okay, now we're back.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's F-Zero. They could hand F-Zero off to like Sega again, and they would do a good job, or Namco or something like that.
Criterion. Sorry.
Or yeah, exactly.
Could, yeah.
Gentlemen, folks watching across the interwebs, the long dormant franchise, and I'm so happy to announce this, the long dormant franchise that I think Retro Studios is announcing and will be announced at E3 2018, Earthbound.
Yep.
Earthbound is what Retro Studios has been spending 4 years working on. Remember what Reggie said? He said, come talk to me in a year. He wasn't talking about Mother 3. He was talking about Metroid, which people were bitching about. We got Metroid coming back. We got it coming back twice, actually, because we had Samus Returns on the 3DS last year. But people were bitching about Mother 3 not getting translated. But Reggie's playing 4-dimensional chess, brothers. He is so high above us. Not only are we going to see Mother 3 on the Virtual Console, that's child's play. Reggie is talking about new Earthbound developed by Retro Studios. I'm confident that this is going to happen. You have not seen this rumor anywhere. You have not heard this rumor anywhere. Nobody has whispered this across the internet. This is only at Bacon.com that we have tied these two together. So, gentlemen, what say you? Is Retro Studios working on Earthbound for the Nintendo Switch?
PK Fire.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? Jeff, What do you say?
Well, I better talk so my face is on the stream. Because I'm going to give Dave and his idea, his crazy, just out of this world, stupid, dumb idea.
Oh! I'm validated.
Thumbs up. I mean, again, we've not heard from Retro in several years. No other Nintendo franchise could take this long to get done. Because, I mean, in my heart, I want a new Punch-Out. That won't take 4 years to make.
Right.
A new Kirby game won't take 4 years to make. Earthbound is something that could take 4 years to make.
Exactly.
Also, I kind of want to see a Trauma Center. Not going to happen. But
that's not going to be
Earthbound
retro.
has such a devote. I do love Trauma Center. I want a Trauma Center game. Goddammit.
We'll see it.
I hope so. Earthbound has such a devoted cult following that Nintendo would be naive and to be nice to not see that and go, we should probably do something with this franchise. And we had this Retro Studios over here, and they're pretty good at what they do. I'm not sure whose voice that was, but Earthbound's going to be making a comeback in 2018.
Just the more that I think about it, the more I'm convinced that Retro is the only studio capable of bringing Retro back, unless they farmed it out to Square, and I don't think Square is going to work on that.
Right.
All right, level up,
They're
Justin.
busy Chrono Trigger 2. They're busy with that, so they're not going to...
You did read my article!
No, I didn't.
Damn it, Jeff.
You're giving
Sorry.
away all the bombshells!
Refresh. Dave just left off.
That Chrono Trigger 2 is in
With-
development. Jeff
Well, yeah.
feigns not reading my article
Yep.
and then like goes out and lifts up my skirt, so to speak, and shows off my bits.
It's a kilt.
It's a kilt.
Showed off your good.
That's right. And
Damn,
then,
get out from
The
underneath my robe.
prediction was Earthbound.
That's right. So Justin,
Yep.
level
The
up
prediction was
Justin
first
is about to
Earthbound.
say yay or nay to whether or not Retro Studios is
Yep.
working on Earthbound for the Nintendo Switch.
As bonkers and as off the wall as that sounds, it also sounds like it makes complete and utter sense. Because like Jeff said, like Davis said, it doesn't take 4 years to make F-Zero. It doesn't take 4 years to make a new Donkey Kong. Unless you're making some bizarre Donkey Kong RPG, but we don't want that, so they aren't making it. They took 4 years, and they are making Mother or 4 or Earthbound, whatever you want to call it in the end. So I give you a thumbs up. I do think that's happening. I do think that is announced this year.
Yes. All right. It's unanimous. All right. So that was
agree.
my last prediction. Jeff, it's your turn.
Are we doing
Prediction-
the outlandish ones?
No, I think this is just your final prediction if you want.
I
It's
say
just
go
whatever.
outlandish.
If you want to
Okay.
go outlandish, you do you,
Go
Jeff.
out big.
Fine. Here's my outlandish one. I think we're going to see
Don't do it.
the resurgence,
Nope.
a new title
Don't do it.
in the Duke Nukem franchise.
Whoa.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were heading with it.
And I don't think it's Well, I don't want to say it's Gearbox, but I think it's probably still a 2K thing, unfortunately. But I say here, you'll see a new Duke Nukem game in 2018. Not released, but you'll see
You'll see it
I think
announced in
it's probably,
2018.
An announcement. Yeah.
a
hint?
whole new game.
Say hello, baby.
I'm going to say that would be really cool. But in today's snowflake climate of millennials, I don't think Duke Nukem would fly. And if they tried to produce Duke Nukem in the way that Duke Nukem always was, it would just be pandemonium, and it would be so entertaining to watch. I think I would buy it just to piss people off, but I'm going to say thumbs down. Duke is kind of the dude we need, though.
He's the hero we both need and deserve.
That's right.
Yes. Doc Croc says Duke Nukem Forever 2 coming 2028.
Well, look, Gearbox has to do something right now, right? Because that Battleborn thing flopped.
Jeez.
Right.
Their recent games, like Duke Nukem Forever, was terrible. Alien Colonial Marines was not very good. Battleborn sucked.
What if they just went like the director U Bowl route and just embraced terribleness? And they have like Duke Nukem running around with Harvey Weinstein or something like that.
Oh my god.
Well, they did make Postal 3, and that's basically what that was.
Yeah.
So
that's funny.
Anything's possible.
I'm gonna agree with Dave here. Thumbs down.
Hey, that's
Only because as much as I want to agree with Jeff, because I actually would again, I would swipe this up in a heartbeat, because I think in 2018 it'd be a perfect like FU to the gaming community that does kind of go out there and I can't play Wolfenstein because it's too whatever. I've been reading stuff about that, and I mean,
I haven't.
It's games. It's here's the thing. Duke Nukem in 2018 or 2019, whenever it would be announced 2018, come out 2019, whatever,
2028, as Doc Rock said.
Yeah, 2028. It would be there's a lot of humor it could dive into, and I really would find that hilarious. So I would, as much as my heart wants to give you a thumbs up, my mind to give you a thumbs down.
That's fine.
2 thumbs down for Jeff Roth. Level of Justin.
Nobody likes what I say.
Nah, I like what you say.
We liked it.
Yeah.
My big one here is going to be that at E3, Ubisoft is going to have a couple bombshells.
Uh-oh.
Ubisoft is going to come out, and they're going to announce 2 games. They're going to announce more than 2, but 2 big ones. One, they're going to announce that coming probably in 2020, I'm not firm on the release date, it's going to be The Division 2.
Okay.
The Division 2 is going to come out in 2020, most likely. I don't think it'll be 2019, and I know it won't be this year. 2, and the big one, is the resurgence and the comeback of Sam Fisher. Splinter Cell is coming back and announced at E3 2018.
I will agree with that. Thumbs up to Splinter Cell. And you know what? I'm going to say thumbs up to Division 2, because that's going to make the mighty Miguel very happy. He's a huge Division fan.
I'll give you a thumbs up for sure on Splinter Cell.
Ooh.
I'm going to say a thumbs down Division 2 this year.
Okay. Well, announced or released?
Sure, but if it comes out in 2020, they'll announce it in 2019.
Okay.
Do you think we see a new Assassin's Creed this year?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Do we see more Beyond Good and Evil 2?
I think we'll see a little bit more.
Yeah. Any other really outlandish ones that you just want to like dive into? No, like just like throw out there just for fun.
Kingdom Hearts 3 will be on the Switch.
No. Okay. I would give it. I would give it a thumbs up as well.
Wow.
If it's gonna come, if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. Yeah. Because it's gonna come to Sony and Xbox, I believe. Is that correct?
Right. Plus,
Why
it's
not?
being developed on Unreal Engine as well. So that's
okay.
The
Yeah.
Switch is built to be able to handle Unreal, and I think it's on Unreal 3. I don't think it's even on Unreal 4. So I think it's not out of the realm of possibility. I agree. It's a repeat prediction from last year, though, and I thought that was really outlandish.
That's okay.
To say last year.
We're gonna see Sea of Thieves will get delayed, and Red Dead Redemption 2, when it gets a release date, that will get delayed as well.
Yeah, Red Dead's in September. I don't think Sea of Thieves gets delayed.
Question. Red Dead delayed just to later in the year or out of 2018?
Later in the year. It'll still come out in 2018, but whatever their first hard date will not be the actual date of the game comes out.
September, I would say.
And I think it'll probably end up getting pushed back to November.
Okay. I mean, I think that this is kind of not really too hard. We don't have a. I think that Detroit Become Human, or whatever the frick it's called, you will see more of it again. Will not be out in 2018.
Oh, really? I
nope,
think that's going to be out of the realm of anybody caring then.
Yeah, I think at this point it goes out of it. And I think that God of War, even though there was like a revealed or leaked release date and Game Informer's doing a big coverage on it in February, I think it'll be like that's when you'll probably get your release date will be through Game Informer, and they'll say then, and it'll probably be. I still would expect it in March, I would think, but a quick turnaround, I think.
I guess. So.
I'm gonna say one of the Microsoft first-party titles is going to be. Dave just froze, so I wonder what happened. Oh, there he is.
He's not frozen.
His eye moved finally. One of Microsoft's first-party games will be a brand new IP from the Coalition, the people behind Gears of War.
I agree.
Interesting.
I agree with you because I think Xbox is going to come hard on first-party this year. I think they're going to come out with, like I said, like with some hard heavy hitters. We're obviously going to see Forza Horizon. That's a every year thing. It's either that or the Motorsport series. They're gonna obviously hit hard with some sort of like a Mech Warrior, kind of bringing that back. Like I said, Age of Empires, maybe something like that. I still think Fable is not completely dead. I think there's something
Age of
there.
Empires is happening, I think.
Is it?
I thought there's some beta I signed up for Age of Empires.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Doc Croc says new DOA beach volleyball.
Oh, shit.
I don't know about that, but we will get Dead or Alive 6 announced this year.
I predict all three of us will be in Vegas for EVO.
Lord willing.
Last final fight for me, just stay tuned and really, like these guys said, follow Nerd Bacon everywhere you can. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you can find it.
Church.
We're going to be doing everywhere. Church. We're going to be doing some big things this year. We're going big, and also make sure that you follow each of us individually. And my first article I'm going to be working on for Nerd Bacon is how and who I pick as my main in Street Fighter V.
Nice.
So that's going to start.
You're going to skip Tekken altogether. You're saying screw Dave, screw
I
Jeff,
have-
Street Fighter V.
I don't have a lot of background with Tekken, so I don't know as much with it. So I have a lot more background that I feel like is more beneficial for an article.
Yeah, and I think Dave and I will definitely be fighting each other at Street Fighter V because that was an awesome match that we had. We have yet to decide the winner.
That's right. We went 2 and 2.
And then I'm just going to come in blazing a trail. I'm going to take you both down like Braun Strowman.
You take your time to learn, young Padawan, and then come up to the big boys, and then we'll talk.
So I'll be doing that, and then I'm also going to be working on a few other things, and just make sure you, and if you like what you see, share that, because the more people we have, the bigger and better this will get.
Yep. All right, Dave, take us out, buddy.
All right, thanks so much for watching the Level Up Lariat podcast. You heard these guys, where to follow us, how to follow us, what to do, when to do it, so just do it already. For all of us here at the Level Up Lariat podcast, thanks for watching. We will see you here next week. Until then, stay tasty, my friends.
Woo!
Searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me. My enemies have tried every possibility. Ability to know if I can